Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Bento Bundle Otoku edition of July 2025. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and support the channel in the process. Before we begin, I'd like to thank you, the viewers, for watching my silly little videos. I hope they are helpful, and most importantly, knowing that you're watching it means the world. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have Top Hat Studios Double Pack, a bundle within a bundle that bundles two wildly different indie experiences. One a chaotic cartoon brawler, the other a slow burn horror adventure. Kawaii Desu Desu puts you in the boots of Death-chan, a scythe-wielding idol mowing down adoring fans for their souls. You attack left or right with simple button presses, racking up currency to unlock new outfits, characters, and upgrades. While the art is colorful and the premise amusing, gameplay quickly becomes repetitive. All fighters play similarly, and the only real challenge comes from faster, tougher fans. Progression is getting behind heavy grinding, and the idle concert setting feels disconnected from the action. Sense, a cyberpunk ghost story, shifts gears into a 2.5D survival horror set in a neon dystopia haunted by twisted spirits. As May, you explore a decrepit apartment complex, solving puzzles, avoiding deadly apparitions, and piecing together a ghostly mystery. The horror atmosphere is its strongest asset, with eerie lighting, unsettling audio, and grotesque death scenes. However, controls can be finicky, and progression is bogged down by forced backtracking and restrictive item pickup rules. While the cyberpunk setting is stylish, character animations feel dated, and the presentation can be uneven. Together, the double pack offers variety. One game leaning on quick casual action, the other aiming for tense narrative-driven horror. Unfortunately, both suffer from shallow mechanics and pacing issues. Kawaii Desu Desu's charm fades under repetition, and Sense's atmosphere can't fully overcome its clunky execution. If you're curious about quirky indie concepts, you might enjoy sampling both, but neither fully realizes its potential. At number 2 we have Vampires Dawn 3: The Crimson Realm, a hauntingly captivating 2D retro pixel RPG, plunging you into a world of vampires, blood, and tragedy. In this dark narrative, you embody Asghar Saran, venturing on a relentless journey where humanity's last hope rests on a secret mission to stave off extinction. This pixelated world beautifully encapsulates the grim and mysterious ambiance, with its open world teeming with hidden secrets and a dramatic storyline that will keep you enthralled for over 30 hours. Asghar Saran's journey amidst vampires and a world on the brink of annihilation is a truly immersive experience. The game's turn-based side-view combat system introduces a strategic layer that keeps battles engaging and challenging. The comprehensive magic system offers a wide array of spellcasting options. A unique feature of Vampires Dawn 3 is the ability to transform humans into vampires and enlist them into your party. Additionally, you can summon an array of creatures like werewolves, demons, zombies, and skeletons for combat, providing a fresh take on the classic RPG formula. The pixel art and character portraits are visually striking, infusing the game with an eerie atmosphere. Despite the 2D style, the dark and moody visuals successfully transport you to a world that is both enchanting and disconcerting. The game boldly explores dark themes associated with vampires, including capture, sacrifice, decapitation, and cannibalism. While these themes may not suit all players, they add depth to the narrative, reinforcing the harsh realities of survival in a vampire-dominated realm. Vampires Dawn 3: The Crimson Realm revitalizes the franchise with its compelling narrative, immersive gameplay, and impressive pixel art. While the game's mature themes might not be everyone's cup of tea, those who appreciate a complex and unforgiving narrative will find this game a captivating journey. It serves as a testament to the enduring appeal of retro RPGs, and is a valuable addition to any RPG enthusiast's collection. At number 3 we have Coromon, a modern take on monster collecting games that pays homage to classics while offering fresh elements. Drawing inspiration from Pokemon Black and White, Coromon introduces its unique charm. Entering the world of creature collection, you join Lux Solus, a scientific research company. Your mission? Defeat formidable boss monsters for their essence, driving technological advancements. The adventure unfolds with countless creatures to uncover. Embracing traditional gameplay, Coromon grants a starter creature based on a questionnaire. Venturing into the world, you capture additional monsters using a tried-and-true formula. Battles follow a turn-based format similar to Pokemon, with elemental moves and strategic elements. Debuffs, status effects, and buffs deepen the tactical aspect of battles, making each engagement enjoyable. Coromon's standout feature is the milestone system, rewarding completion of mini objectives with XP. This XP contributes to a battle pass for free items, creating a satisfying loop. While battles shine, Coromon's environments offer unique challenges, from deserts to power stations, although some mechanics feel prolonged and vexing. The game stands out with user-friendly features like trackable side quests, immediate fast travel, and gauntlet powers, replacing traditional HMs. Notably, Coromon offers customizable difficulty settings, catering to newcomers and seasoned players alike, enhancing replay value. With its 2D sprites reminiscent of classic Pokemon games, Coromon's aesthetic captures the essence of earlier titles, favoring creature designs grounded in nature. Despite the combat's allure, issues like move accuracy and rapid depletion of SP meters pose challenges. Overcoming these minor setbacks reveals Coromon's captivating world. In summary, Coromon intertwines innovation and nostalgia, delivering a captivating experience. It balances traditional gameplay with new elements, offering a plethora of charming creatures and engaging battles. At number 4 we have Mokoko X, a quirky modern reimagining of classic arcade games like Quicks, Volfight, and Gal's Panic. You control a tiny ship, carving up the screen to conquer territory while dodging enemies, and each new level is a new bizarre mission to help unlucky enemy girls fend off outrageous threats. Ghost pirates, mosquito-cursed boys, and demonic headphones are just a few of the absurd bosses you'll face across 32 unique stages. At its core, the gameplay is simple, but addictively challenging. You're safe while inside your conquered area, but venturing out to draw new lines leaves you vulnerable. Enemies become increasingly aggressive, and your shield depletes over time, adding constant pressure to move fast and think ahead. There's a real sense of arcade-style tension here, made even better by clever enemy designs and unpredictable mechanics, like pop-up ad attacks or time-freezing foes. What makes Mokoko X stand out is its unapologetically bonkers humor and storytelling. Each girl has her own ridiculous crisis to overcome, voiced in both English and Japanese, giving the game an over-the-top charm. The visuals are colorful and playful, with a hint of fan service, though an optional adult patch is available for those seeking more risque content. Whether you're in it for nostalgic quick-style gameplay, goofy enemy tropes, or leaderboard bragging rights in arcade mode, Mokoko X offers a surprisingly deep and chaotic ride. If you're craving retro vibes with a heavy dose of silliness, this is worth conquering. Just don't take it too seriously. At number 5 we have Troublemaker, a wild ride through the halls of high school, blending juvenile delinquency with Yakuza-style combat, and a healthy dose of cringe-worthy humor. From the get-go, you're thrust into the shoes of Buddy, a troublemaker with a knack for brawling and a new school to navigate. As you meet a cast of archetypal characters and dive headfirst into the chaotic world of teenage gang warfare, it becomes clear the Troublemaker is anything but ordinary. The game's story, while utterly nonsensical, somehow manages to captivate with its sheer absurdity. Encouraging gangs to battle it out in school corridors might not make much sense, but it sets the stage for some hilariously over-the-top encounters and meme-laden dialogue that'll leave you both cringing and laughing in equal measure. Combat, reminiscent of Yakuza mechanics, is serviceable but flawed, offering repetitive gameplay and occasional glitches that only add to the game's charm. Despite its shortcomings, there's a certain joy in unleashing Buddy's sick moves on unsuspecting opponents and reveling in the chaos that ensues. Visually, Troublemaker is a mixed bag, with outdated graphics and occasional glitches, marring an otherwise serviceable presentation. Yet somehow, these flaws only add to the game's quirky appeal, cementing its status as a guilty pleasure for those willing to overlook its shortcomings. Troublemaker is far from perfect, but is undeniably entertaining in its own bizarre way. If you're willing to embrace the madness and overlook its flaws, you'll find yourself immersed in a hilariously enjoyable experience that's sure to leave a lasting impression. At number 6 we have Kraken Academy, a debut game by Happy Broccoli Games published by fellow Traveller Studios. It presents a peculiar premise where a gigantic magical kraken bestows an amulet upon the protagonist, entrusting them with the task of reliving the same 3-day time loop to save the world. The plot revolves around a Groundhog Day time loop that traps the self-named protagonist. Your objective is to free the 4 guardian spirits of the school, uncover the traitor plotting to burn the school down, and befriend various eccentric characters along the way. The constant chaos of the school, with its crumbling infrastructure and bizarre classmates, adds to the game's whimsical atmosphere. Despite the silliness, Kraken Academy manages to deliver a satisfying conclusion after approximately 6 hours of gameplay. While the characters are generally one-dimensional, they contribute to the game's overall entertainment value. From an over-the-top conspiracy theorist to a self-obsessed boy with a fan club, and even a sentient piece of broccoli, their idiosyncrasies make for amusing interactions. The quests and puzzles you encounter at Kraken Academy provides a decent challenge, with each club having its own guardian spirit to free. The game strikes a balance between engaging gameplay and embracing its inherent weirdness, ensuring an enjoyable experience. The art style of Kraken Academy is a standout feature, utilizing semi-detailed pixel graphics that complement the dilapidated campus setting. The anime character portraits capture the colorful and exaggerated designs of the characters, enhancing the game's visual appeal. While the game's humor, rooted in being absurd, may not resonate with everyone, Kraken Academy still manages to provide an entertaining experience. The light, easy puzzles and offbeat characters offer a fun diversion, making it a suitable choice for those seeking a relaxing gaming experience. If you don't mind being the puppet of a giant sea monster residing in a lake behind a boarding school, Kraken Academy is worth exploring for its unique and enjoyable journey into the unknown. At number 7 we have A Little Lily Princess, a visual novel adaptation of Frances Hodgson Burnett's A Little Princess, blending Victorian-era drama with a Yuri twist. You step into the polished shoes of Sarah Crew, a wealthy girl sent from India to a London seminary, where you navigate friendships, rivalries, and the social politics of high society. At first you live in luxury with your own maid and the admiration of your peers, until fortune takes a turn, forcing you to adapt to a very different life. Gameplay centers on choosing one activity per day, building friendship points with selected characters, and unlocking scenes. The random reward system keeps things fresh, and even poor streaks won't block you from good endings. However, the second act forces you to focus exclusively on one friend, sidelining the rest of the cast for far too long. The characters are a mixed bag. Lavinia delivers perfect snob energy, Mariette's subtle dynamic with you offers the best ending, but others, like the overly clingy Lottie, don't land as well. Sarah herself is not the usual blank slate visual novel protagonist. She's idealistic, naive, and sometimes frustrating, which might test your patience. While the plot is predictable, riches to rags then rags to riches, its charm is in its old-fashioned way. Multiple endings are easy to unlock thanks to a generous skip function, making replays painless. If you enjoy period drama, genteel storytelling, and character-focused choices, you'll find value here. If you're craving action, romance, or grit, you might want to look elsewhere. It is polished, pleasant, and just a little bit prim. At number 8 we have Magical Diary Horse Hall, a whimsical visual novel dating sim from Hanako Games that drops you into the magical halls of Iris Academy for your freshman year as a wild seed witch. You customize your character, choose your classes, build your stats, and survive 6 dungeon exams while juggling friendships, romance, and the occasional life or death magical mishap. The choices you make shape both the plot and your relationships, leading to multiple story paths with plenty of replay value. You'll meet a colorful cast, from the strict but secretly kind Professor Grabiner to the mischievous prankster Donald, to romanceable roommates like tomboy Virginia or studious Ellen. There's even a blue-skinned demon named Damien, whose route packs a dramatic twist. Each romance path feels distinct, with some leaning towards sweetness and others offering more intrigue and emotional gut punches. Gameplay blends stat building with branching narratives, meaning you need to balance your academics, dungeon survival, and relationship goals. The art style is vibrant, leaning into a cartoony anime aesthetic, with fun character designs, though some body models are reused, slightly breaking immersion. The lack of many CGIs is a bummer, but the lively sprites keep the presentation engaging. If you're into magical school settings, choice-heavy storytelling, and romance with both male and female options, this is a charming pick. It is not flawless, but for visual novel fans, it is worth enrolling, especially if you catch it in a bundle. At number 9 we have Night Loops, a surreal psychological horror adventure set in the endlessly looping seaside hotel. You take the role of a night shift attendant whose final hour repeats before dawn, forcing you to navigate strange dreamscapes, solve guest-related puzzles, and uncover the truth about the hotel and its owner. From the start, you're plunged into a world that feels like Yume Nikki meets Majora's Mask, familiar in concept, yet unique in execution. Each loop is an opportunity to explore more rooms, gather clues, and collect psychic masks that grant special abilities, such as communicating with spirits or entering paintings. These masks aren't just for show, they're integral to puzzle solving and progression. The story is intentionally cryptic, rich of symbolism, and layered in melancholy. Dialogue is minimal but impactful, encouraging you to interpret events rather than be spoon-fed answers. The branching paths and multiple endings give you reasons to replay, with the elusive true ending adding significant context to the narrative. Visually, the pixel art oozes atmosphere, gloomy yet beautiful, enhanced by an original soundtrack that blends ambient horror with surreal charm. The pacing starts slow, and you may feel lost in the first half hour, but once the mechanics click, exploration becomes addictive. Some players may stumble over the rhythm-based sequence required for progression, as it lacks a skip option, but otherwise puzzles are clever without being punishing. Night Loops offers a short yet memorable dive into an unsettling dreamlike world that lingers with you long after the final loop. At number 10 we have Steel Vampire, a fast-paced shoot-'em-up where you pilot Anephelis, humanity's last hope against the bloodthirsty steel vampires. 5 centuries of peace have ended, and now you must blast through relentless waves of enemies, mastering aggressive close-range combat, and manage your rank for maximum points and survival. Unlike traditional shoot-'em-ups, collisions don't harm you, so rushing headlong into enemies is encouraged. Your primary shot deals massive close-range damage, while your secondary favors crowd control but yields no chips. Chips is the currency needed for your devastating Vorburn weapon. Vorburn unleashes a concentrated blast that clears threats and replenishes itself when used aggressively, rewarding you for high-risk, high-reward play. The rank system is the heart of the challenge. Grabbing red icons boosts rank and rewards, while increasing enemy aggression, while green icons or taking hits lower it. Mastering rank balance is key to leaderboard glory. Multiple modes keep things fresh. Very Hard introduces RPG-style upgrades and gear drops, letting you customize your ship at the cost of score penalties. Genocide Hard strips RPG elements for pure skill-based play, while Extra Genocide tests endurance with 5 brutal loops that demand constant bombing. The action is intense, the bullet patterns fierce, and the arsenal satisfying. Screen shake can be distracting, and the bulky ship design takes getting used to, but the gameplay depth and progression systems are stellar. Steel Vampire delivers ferocious, adaptable shoot-'em-up action, blending skill and strategy into an experience that keeps you coming back for one more run. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle is a bit of a mixed bag. You've got gems like Coromon, Kraken Academy, and Night Loops that make the grab worth it, especially if you're into quirky or retro-inspired stuff. But compared to past Bento bundles, this one feels like a skipped leg day. Less variety, fewer heavy hitters. If you're here for trades or specific niche titles, you'll still find value. Just don't expect a god tier lineup. This is more of a cherry pick and chill bundle. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider unlocking early access to videos or buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.